Hello, good evening, everybody. Mansi,
Yes, ma'am.
are you there?
Yes.
Enjoyed your Ganpati?
Yes.
So back to the class again. Okay.
Yes.
Anybody else who is there?
3 students are present.
3 are present. One of them is, I think, Hariom. Hariom, are you there?
Hariom has left the meeting.
Then who is there else? Who else is there?
Parth is there and
Ah,
Soham is there.
okay. 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 Only 3 are there remaining. Today Nidhi has not come.
Yes.
Okay, today we will begin with chapter number 6. I think you all are clear with chapter number 5. Isn't it? The ocean currents. Mansi,
Yes, miss.
the topic was clear.
Yes.
Last time you got the result. No, your marks. What you said? You how much marks you got
18,
out of 20?
20.
Okay. Okay. Parth is there. Parth, how much you got your exam? He never answers. Soham, reply. Otherwise, put in the chat box if you don't want to answer. If you don't want to speak, your mic is not proper. Okay. Now let us see. Let us start with chapter number 6. Just a minute. Land use. Now, what is the meaning of land use? मीन्स भूमी उपयोजन ज्याला म्हणतो आपण मराठीमध्ये एखाद्या वेळेस की जी भूमी आपल्याकडे असतात, जी जागा आपल्याकडे असतो त्याचा आपण कसा प्रकारे उपयोग करतो त्याला भूमी उपयोजन इंग्लिशमध्ये लँड यूज इट इज कॉल्ड. नाउ फॉर एक्झाम्पल, you are staying in a flat over here in a building, maybe in Mumbai, but in your native place there must be a open land, agriculture land where cultivation takes place. Then there may be a house, ancestral house. Your grandfather, grandmother stays there. That house belongs to your great grandfather, means your ancestor we call them. तर अशा प्रकारची जी घरं असतात गावाला असतात आपले जे जुने लोक आहेत, आजी आजोबा पंजोबा त्यांचे पण असू शकतात. मग तिथलं घर किती मोठं अंगण असेल, जरी वेगवेगळं असेल तरी अंगण असतील, वेगवेगळ्या रूम्स असतील, पाण्यासाठी नळ किंवा नलकूप ज्याला म्हणतो आपण हँडपंप तसं काय असतील. देन देर मे बी एग्रीकल्चरल लँड, तुमच्याकडे शेत जमीन असेल. So various types of the things we for various use we use the land. Given, draw a sketch of your house. On this sketch, show the following with proper direction: kitchen, bathroom, courtyard, living room, bedroom. And after this sketch is ready, have a discussion on the following points. Why do we need to fix a place for everything in the house? What would happen if there are no fixed place? आता इथे आपल्याला जे दिलेलं आहे, याशू थोड़ा नीचे करने जाएगा ना तो ये हो जाता है. हाँ बस 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 बस. Now if you find that in your home there may be a kitchen, there is one bedroom, there is one hall, one toilet, one bathroom, means that place is fixed for that. So why do we need to fix a place? आपल्याला जागा कशासाठी फिक्स करायला पाहिजे की इथेच किचन असला पाहिजे, इथेच बेडरूम असली पाहिजे, टॉयलेट बाथरूम इथेच पाहिजे. जिना जर असतील तुमच्याकडे, इफ यू आर हॅव्हिंग स्टेअरकेस, suppose you are staying in a duplex flat, duplex building, or if you have your own house 1+1, मग जिना आपण आपल्या जिना असतात गावाकडे असतात. And what would happen if there were no fixed place? जर जागा तशा नसेल, फिक्स नसेल तर काय होणार आहे? You may have realized that there is a fixed place for everything. If this is not done, the house appears disorganized. There will be difficulties while moving around the house. Even if these arrangements are changed, there will be confusion for few days. The land available in your house is used for different purpose. Now it is given that if the things are not organized, जर घरात सगळं इकडे तिकडे पडलेलं असेल, मग आपल्याला चालायला जागा नसेल, झोपायला जागा नसेल, it happens if the house is disorganized, and therefore it is necessary that your house should be organized. A particular bedroom where you can sleep, a hall is there where you can watch TV, play games, entertain your friends, relatives, then a kitchen where you can cook the food. In some of the houses, in the kitchen only dining area is there, dining table is there. So after the food is cooked, the family members have their dinner or lunch, particularly in that place only. So this is called organized house. Suppose if this is not organized, then there will be confusion, where to go, where to cook the food, where to sleep, all these things. Okay. Now given this activity should be performed by everyone. Yeah, sure. क्या प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है? चला गया, बहुत आगे चला गया. This activity has to be performed by all the students together, commercial, residential. Mansi, my screen is visible now?
Yes, ma'am, visible.
And you can hear my voice?
Yes.
Okay. Then entertainment, industry, transport, agriculture, institute, mixed land use. Prepare board with these names. Let the students stand in a circle holding this board. Now prepare chit with the following names and put them in a box. Shop, garden, bank, utensil, school, bungalow, residential building, mall, hockey ground, cinema house, hospital, bus stop, port, airport, swimming pool, badminton court, reserve forest. Each student will pick up one chit and as per the land use category will stand close. Now these are the chits. Commercial, residential, open ground. These 8 boards are given. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And from this chit, you have to find out Which one is for this area, isn't it? ए आशु, वापस वही प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है यार. Once the activity is completed, have a discussion based on the following points. Why did you select the particular board? Explain how will you use this chosen land. Correlate our need with the land use. Now we saw the board activities. Today I had a problem with the scrolling down, so it may take little bit time. So once you finish up, you will come to know that why you have done this. Now let us see. मुझे जाने नहीं मिलेगा. मैंने भाई ऊपर ले, यहाँ से, हाँ यहाँ से इतना बस. Land use is the way of purpose for which land in a region is used. Interaction between geographical factors and man have resulted in land use. It undergoes change with time as man's need have increased. The use of land for different purpose has also increased. Mineral rich land is used for mining, fertile land are used for agriculture. Now explanation is given. Land use. Now what is land use? म्हणजे भूमीचं जे उपयोजन ज्याला म्हणतो आपण, हे जे प्रदेशातील भूमीचा केलेला वापर, म्हणजे ज्याच्यासाठी आपण वापर करतो. आता समजा तुमच्याकडे तुम्ही गावात असेल, गावात तुमच्याकडे शेती वगैरे असेल, मग तो भाग तुम्ही शेतीसाठीच वापरता. आणि त्याच्या कोपऱ्यात कुठेतरी तुमचं एक घर असेल, मग तो भाग, तो जो भूमी आहे, तो जो लँड आहे, ते तुम्ही घर बांधण्यासाठी, तुमच्या राहण्यासाठी वापरतात. मीन्स the purpose for which you are using that land. So this is interaction between geographical factors and man that have resulted in land use. So earlier we have learned the history of man in 5th standard EVS 2, that man actually man was an ape, monkey, whatever, Cro-Magnon, Neanderthal. So many things you have learned in 5th standard EVS 2. So there you have seen that earlier the man used to live in a cave or on the tree, branches of the tree, and everything was unknown to him. But looking at the nature, man has learned the things. Like rubbing two stones and fire is ignited. When something falls from the tree, they learn that something is falling, heavy, light. They saw the germination of the seed that resulted in agriculture. म्हणजे माणसाने हळूहळू ते सगळं आपल्या प्रकृती ज्याला म्हणतो आपण, तिथून शिकलेलं आहे. From the nature. And therefore there is an interaction between these geographical factors and man. तो भौगोलिक घटक आणि मानव यांच्यामध्ये आंतर प्रक्रिया जी झालेली आहे, सॉरी, सो जी आंतरक्रिया झालेली आहे त्या घटक आणि मानवांमध्ये, त्याच्यासाठी ते भूमीचं उपयोजन झालेलं आहे. Land use undergoes changes with time. As man's need have increased, the use of land for different purposes also increased. So slowly and gradually, human being has developed right from that ape or monkey to a settled life with agriculture. When agriculture came, people had a settled life, and that settled life led to the use of land. म्हणजे जसं जसं माणसांनी प्रगती केली, तसं तसं त्यांचे गरजा जी आहे वाढत चालली. जेव्हा गरजा वाढत चालली, मग भूमीचं उपयोजन पण वाढत चाललंय. जसे त्यांची शेती केली आधी, त्यांनी शेत करायला सुरुवात केली, तेव्हा त्यांना वाटलं की आता आपण शेती जर करतोय तर आपल्याला इथेच राहायला पाहिजे. So people started living there. Isn't it? And then the land use came, agriculture and then living purpose. So as the needs of the man increased, so land also, use of land also increased. Minerals were extracted, खनिज ज्याला म्हणतो आपण, त्या खाणीतून खनिज, मग त्या जमिनीत त्याला म्हणतो खाणकाम केली जाते, किंवा एखादा सुपीक सपाट जमीन असेल तर तिथे शेती केली जातात. सो द लँड विच वॉज अवेलेबल, human beings saw how it can be used, because after all we know that human being is an intelligent animal. We are all intelligent, and thus we had developed so many things. I think I'm clear up to here, Mansi.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But still 3 are only there. Mansi, how
Yes,
many are
ma'am.
there? Only 3 are there. How many are there today?
Four are there.
4 are there. Okay, just a minute. Soham, Parth, Mansi and Veda Shelke. Okay. Hariom has left. He didn't join.
He had joined the meeting.
But he is not there now.
There.
Hariom is there?
Yes.
Okay. So types of land use. What is the use of land and how many types we can use it? The first is rural land. Now what is rural? गाव. गावामध्ये आपण बघतो, म्हणजे आपल्या देशात 750 गाव आहेत. There are 750 villages in India. Isn't it? So that means the rural areas, the village area is the largest one. Why? Because in rural areas, agriculture is the main occupation. Agro-based activities are also common in rural areas. This influences the location for the rural settlement. Hence, those settlements are located close to the agricultural field and forest area. So now I will explain. ग्रामीण भागात जे आहे शेती हा प्रमुख व्यवसाय असतात. खेती जो है प्रमुख व्यवसाय है. And therefore, agro-based industries are there. That means industries that are based on agricultural product. Now what can be? The first of all, like cotton, कापूस ज्याला म्हणतो आपण, कारण कापूस शेतीमध्ये होतात आणि त्याच्यातून कपडे बनवले जातात. कॉटन, agro-based industry. Sugarcane. Sugarcane is an agro-based because sugar is extracted from sugarcane. Isn't it? So, in the rural areas, along with agriculture, these kind of agro-based industries also are followed. So this influences the location of the rural settlement, and therefore what happened? People, those who live in rural areas, the people, those who live in the village areas, they look out for the settlement. आता आपल्याला माहिती आहे काही ग्रामीण भागात आहे ना, दे हॅव वीकली आठवडी बाजार ज्याला म्हणतो. आठवडी बाजार म्हणजे वीकली बाजार, वी कॉल देम. Isn't it? Every week, particular day, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Monday, a weekly bazaar is there. Now why weekly bazaar? So that the local product can be sold in the market. काही ठिकाणी ना गावामध्ये जी आहेत ना ते लोक आपल्या शहरामध्ये आपण मॉलमध्ये बिग बाजार किंवा डी मार्ट अशा भरपूर ठिकाणी जातो, पण गावाकडची लोक त्यांना ही माहित नाहीये काय मॉल असते काय नाही. त्यांना माहिती आपल्या शेतीमध्ये जेवढं होतं तेवढंच खायचं आणि झोपून जायचं. They don't know all this stuff of the village, of the rural, of the city areas. So therefore they have in the villages local market. तिथे लोकल मार्केट असतात. म्हणजे गरजापुरता जी सामान आहे ना, वस्तू आहे ना, ते त्या मार्केटमध्ये आणले जातात आणि मग त्या आठवडी बाजारातून लोक विकत घेतात एका आठवड्याची, ज्यांना जी काय गरज असेल. त्याच्यामध्ये कपडे असतात, भांडे असतात, एखादा कुठले भेट वस्तू पण असू शकतात. भेट वस्तू पण असू शकतात. म्हणजे अशा भरपूर जी आहे just a minute, hold on. Hence, these settlements are located close to agricultural field and forest land, and therefore people, they live in that particular land area, either in the forested areas or in the agricultural areas. Settlement of miners are close to mining areas, while fishermen settlements are near to the seashore. ज्याला कोलीवाडा म्हणतो आपण मराठीमध्ये. We call it as कोलीवाडा. So those who are miners, those who mine, work in mines, they live close to the mining areas. Those who are fishermen, they live near to the seashore where fishes are caught, isn't it? So in rural areas, the availability of land is more and population is less. Hence, population is scarce. In rural areas, the extent of residential area is less. Land use in the rural areas can be classified in the following manner. Now we come to the classification of rural areas. Availability of land is more and population is less, and so we can classify the rural areas. The first is arable land. एरेबल म्हणजे शेतजमीन, मराठीमध्ये आपण याला शेतजमीन म्हणतो. This is the land under cultivation. Normally, this land is under the individual ownership. Land can be classified as per the ownership of the land and types of agriculture. ही जी शेतजमीन आहे, प्रत्येक शेताखाली असलेली क्षेत्र ज्याला आपण म्हणतो, हे क्षेत्र शक्यता वैयक्तिक मालकीची असतात. नाउ इन विलेज एरियाज यू नो एवरीवन हैज अ लैंड. आज खांसी बहुत हो रहा है. Everyone has a land and that is their individual ownership. हमने सुना होगा कि मेरे पास 5 एकड़ जमीन है, 10 एकड़ जमीन है, मेरी उसमें खेती होती है, मी तिथे शेती करतो, 10 एकर जमीन आहे माझ्याकडे, असे आपण ऐकतो लोकांकडे असतील. अँड देअरफॉर शेतीचे जे प्रकार आहे ते त्यानुसार त्या क्षेत्राची आखणी किंवा वर्गीकरण केली जातात. मीन्स व्हॉट एव्हर ownership is there, that is used then fallow. Second is fallow land. Fallow म्हणजे पडीक जमीन ज्याला म्हणतो, ती जमीन पडलेली आहे, पडाऊ आहे. हिंदीमध्ये आपण त्याला पडावा म्हणतो, त्याची वापर करत नाही. This is agricultural land which is temporarily not in use. In order to improve the fertility of land, the farmer does not use a part of his land for 1 or 2 seasons. मग हा जो जमीन असतो ज्याला पडीक जमीन आपण म्हणतो, ती शेतजमीन असते, त्याचा वापर शेतासाठीच केले जाते, यूज फॉर एग्रीकल्चर ओनली. पण सध्या ती जमीन वापरली जात नाही. म्हणजे तो जो शेतकरी असेल, वो जो किसान होता है, वो उसे छोड़ देता है. वाई? टू इंक्रीज द फर्टिलिटी ऑफ द सॉइल. एक दोन हंगामसाठी त्या जमिनीची, त्याला आपण म्हणतो कस वाढवण्यासाठी. कस म्हणजे फर्टिलिटी, मीन्स सो दॅट वी कॅन यूज दॅट लँड अगेन. सो एक किंवा दोन हंगाम म्हणजे 1 वर्ष 2 वर्ष तो जमीन जो आहे तसंच पडलेली असतात. त्याला पडीक म्हणतो आपण, फॅलो लँड इन इंग्लिश. So that way the farmer does not use that part of land, since it is it is kept to maintain the fertility of the soil. I think I am clear up to here. Put in the chat box. Only Mansi. Answer is yes. Others? Soham. Only 2 of them gave the answer. Anyway. Now, we will move little. The third one is forest land. क्या रे आशु? A demarcated forest area is also type of rural land use. From this area, forest products like firewood, gum, and grass are obtained. Forest comprises of large trees, bushes, creepers, and grass. हा जो आहे त्याला वन जमीन आपण मराठीमध्ये म्हणतो. वन याने फॉरेस्ट, जंगल. हिंदी में उसे जंगल कहते हैं, वन कहते हैं. And so a सीमांकित ज्याला म्हणतो, डिमार्केटेड, ही मार्क दॅट पर्टिक्युलर एरिया ॲज अ फॉरेस्टेड एरिया. म्हणजे तो जो फॉरेस्ट असतो, तो जो जंगल असतो किंवा वन ज्याला म्हणतो आपण, ते फक्त त्या तिकडची लाकूड किंवा जे अजून काही ते फॉरेस्ट प्रोडक्ट त्याला मिळतात लोकांना, त्याच्यासाठीच वापरले जातात. सो दॅट इज युज्ड ओनली फॉर द फायरवुड or the gum or the grass or some kind of fruits that are obtained from the forest. So big trees are there, bushes are there, creepers are there, grasses are there. तुम्ही जंगल बघितलं असेल, नसेल असा बघितलेला प्रत्यक्षात, तर तरी तुम्ही बघितलं असेल पिक्चर मध्ये, एखादा नॅशनल जिओग्राफिक चॅनल किंवा डिस्कवरी मध्ये दाट जंगल असतात. जंगलामध्ये भरपूर वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारची वृक्ष ज्याला म्हणतो आपण असतात. मोठे पण असतात, छोटे पण असतात. Isn't it? मग different types of plants, different types of trees you can find in this forest land. Then the fourth is pasture land, grassland we call. This land is under the ownership of village panchayat or the government and is used for grazing purpose. The land belongs to entire village. Very little grassland is under individual ownership. आता याला मराठीमध्ये आपण गायरान म्हणतो. माळरन किंवा गायरन, गायरान. Now this is under the ownership of village पंचायत. ग्रामपंचायतचा मालकीची असतात किंवा शासनाची मालकीची असतात. And that is only used for grazing purpose. म्हणजे ती जी जमीन आहे ती चराऊ जमीन आहे. म्हणजे आपण आपल्याकडे जे काय असतील गाई, म्हशी, मेंढा, बोकड, त्यांच्यासाठी तो आपण वापरतो. त्यांना आपण चरण्यासाठी घेऊन जातो. दॅट इज फॉर दॅट यूज. So in this way, we can see that in the rural areas there are 4 types, like your arable land, then we had fallow land, then we had forest land, and then we have pasture land. So I think all of you are clear up to here. I am going to put some questions and I need some answers to be given. Then I will proceed further. बस तो नीचे आना पड़ेगा वापस. The first question is, what is land use? Who will answer? Only today Mansi is there. Mansi, give the answer.
Yes. Land use is the way or purpose for which land in a region is used.
Very
The
good. That much only is the answer, my dear.
Okay.
That day on I told, listen to the question carefully and then answer me. Because my almost all the answers are only in one sentence, not more than that. Okay?
Okay.
Which land is used for mining? Hariom, are you there?
Can I Mansi?
Mansi will give. Let me see. Hariom is there?
Yes.
Hariom. Are you there, Hariom? Give the answer. Yes? Okay, Mansi, give the answer.
Yes. Mineral rich land is used for mining.
Mineral rich land is used for mining. Very good. Okay. Fertile land are used for?
For agriculture.
Okay. Some Veda Shelke is there.
Yes.
And Soham.
Miss, he has left the meeting.
त्याचं नाव घेतलं की तो लगेच निघून जातो. Okay.
Teacher, my network issue is there.
Yeah, who is there?
Teacher, Veda.
Veda, you are there. Now give the answer, na, my dear.
Teacher,
When I
my
asked
network issue is there.
What happened? I cannot hear you properly.
Teacher, my network issue is there.
Network is not there. But still you are answering, na? You are there in the class, Veda? Veda, are you there in the class?
Miss, in chat box he has answered yes.
Okay. Well, I have not opened the chat box. No, my screen is shared. That's why. Okay. My next question. What is the main occupation of the people in rural areas?
In rural areas, agriculture is the main occupation.
Okay. Where are rural settlements located?
Uh,
Third line is the answer. Fourth line is the answer. Find out, Mansi. Read the fourth line of that paragraph.
the settlements are located close to the agriculture fields and forest areas.
Very good. Where do fishermen live?
The settlements of miners are close to the mining areas. No, 1 minute. Fishermen settlements are near the seashore.
Very good. Very good.
Hello, madam.
Yes.
Shall I keep unmute to me because I have to press that mute and unmute button? So is it okay?
Okay, because you are only answering, others are not answering.
Okay.
Today only you are the one who is answering my questions. Acha, one thing, Mansi, I want to know. When I ask you the question, do you note down the questions over there in your notebook?
No, miss.
You should note down, my dear.
Okay, from next time I will do that.
Now start doing it. Na? Take a notebook in your hand if
Okay,
you're
just a
having.
minute. I will
Yeah,
take.
you can. Yes, you can. Mansi, did you come back?
Yes, ma'am. And should I write the answers also or only question?
Only note down the question. You already are giving the answer. No, next means after that it can be a homework for you so that you can write down the answers also. Okay.
Okay, just a minute. Yes, ma'am.
I'll repeat the question which I asked you. Which is the main occupation in rural areas?
Which
Is the
is
main
the
occupation
occupation?
in rural areas? So already you gave the answer.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Over.
Where are the settlements located? Where are
Where are
the settlements located?
over?
Okay. The next question. What is an arable land? Give the answer.
The land. This is the land under the cultivation. Normally, this land is under individual ownership.
Hmm.
This land can be classified as per the ownership of the land and types of agriculture.
Very good. So now question
Teacher,
one. Hmm.
now can I write question?
Yes. What is an arable land? Somebody's answering or what in the chat box? Okay, Veda Sherke said I have network issue. I think he also left or what? Only you are remaining.
Yes, I am only there.
Okay, only you and me.
Yes,
हम और तुम.
yes.
Anyway. Okay, next question is what is an fallow land? What is a fallow land?
This is agricultural land which is temporarily not in use. In order to improve the fertility of the soil, the farmer does not use a part of his agricultural land for 1 or 2 seasons.
Okay.
Now I am writing the
Yes,
question.
you write down. What is a fallow land?
Over.
Now from that next question. Why does the farmer does not use this part of land?
In order to improve the fertility of the soil, the farmer does not use a part of his
Very,
agricultural land.
very good. Write down.
Question, can you repeat?
Why does farmer keep the land fallow, or why does the farmer does not? Why does the farmer not use the part of agricultural land? Both the ways the answer is same. Why does the farmer keep the land fallow, or why does farmer not use the part of land?
Oh, yes, ma'am, over.
Which forest products are mentioned over here in the lesson? Which forest
Fire,
product?
firewood, gum, and grass.
Okay. Which forest products are mentioned in the lesson?
Which forest?
Product
Yes.
are mentioned in this lesson?
Which? Yes, ma'am. Over.
What does forest comprise of? What does?
Large,
Hmm.
large trees, bushes, creepers, and grass.
So large trees like मोठा वृक्ष ज्याला म्हणतो आपण झाडं, झुडपी वनस्पती, क्रीपर्स म्हणजे वेल आणि ग्रासेस म्हणजे गवत. व्हेरी गुड. Written, what does forest comprise of?
Yes.
Okay. Now the next part. What is the use of grassland or pasture land? What is the use of grassland or pasture land?
Yes, this land is under the ownership of the village panchayat or the government and is used for grazing purpose.
Very good.
Question, can you
What is
repeat?
the use of grassland or pasture land?
If I only written the grassland, then it's okay?
Okay. Because grassland / pasture land is given. So any question, suppose a question comes, what is a pasture land? The answer is one and the same. So grassland or pasture land, anything.
Okay.
Now we have seen the 4 types of land use in rural areas. So which were those? Which were the 4 types of land use in rural areas? And see,
Yes,
the first one is
arable land,
uh,
fallow land,
uh,
forest land,
hmm,
and grassland or pasture land.
very good.
Just a minute. Writing the question.
Okay. What are the types of land use in rural areas? Now you will find more easy to learn the lesson, I think. No, Mansi?
Yes, ma'am.
Once you write the question, you're having question in front of you, already have given the answer. So naturally it will be easy for you to learn the, means there is no need of by hearting the answer, you know. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you enjoy the lecture, Mansi?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Now we come to the urban land use. Urban means in cities. The meaning of urban is cities. So there has been an increase in urban settlement in the 20th century. In urban areas, land is used for different purpose, necessary to make maximum use of this land. So in urban areas with reference to population, land is limited. Therefore, the distribution of population is dense. Urban land use can be classified in the following manner. Now in cities what happen, population is more, not like rural areas. गावात ना लोकसंख्या खूप कमी आहेत, पण त्याच्या उलट शहरामध्ये लोकसंख्या जास्त. वी हॅव लॉट ऑफ पॉप्युलेशन. वाय? बिकॉज पीपल फ्रॉम द विलेज एरियाज दे मायग्रेट टू सिटीज. त्या गावाकडची लोक इथे शहरी भागात येतात नोकरीसाठी. Not only from a village but from different states. If I take Mumbai as a example, आपण जर मुंबईचं उदाहरण घेतलं तर आपल्या या मुंबईमध्ये बऱ्याचशा राज्यातून लोक आले आहेत. डिफरंट स्टेट्स. गुजराती असतील, एखादा राजस्थानचे असतील, पंजाबचे असतील किंवा कर्नाटक, आपले मध्य प्रदेश, उत्तर प्रदेश, वेस्ट बेंगॉल, म्हणजे जेवढी राज्य आहेत तिकडून लोक इथे मुंबईला आले आहेत. Now, why they have come? They have come in search of job, isn't it? And therefore, in cities, the land use is of different types with reference to the population. आता इथे बघा जागा उपलब्ध नाहीये, मग आपण एकाच्या डोक्यात दुसऱ्याच्या डोक्यावर राहतो. म्हणजे बिल्डिंग मध्ये तसे झाले ना. मीन्स इन बिल्डिंग व्हॉट हॅपन, वी स्टे वन अबाउट दी अदर. फर्स्ट फ्लोअरचा वर जे आहे दुसरा सेकंड फ्लोर आहे, सेकंड फ्लोअरचा वर तिसरा फ्लोर आहे. असे 32 आणि 33 आणि 45 माळ्याची बिल्डिंग्स आहेत आपल्या शहरामध्ये, मुंबईमध्ये. आता एक येतोय परेलला 80 माळ्याचा तो टावर येतोय, 80 स्टोरी बिल्डिंग दॅट इज इन लोअर परेल. सो वी स्टे वन अबाउट दी अदर. आपण एक दुसऱ्याच्या डोक्याचा वर राहतो, ज्याला आपण म्हणतात. वाय? बिकॉज इन सिटीज द लँड इज लिमिटेड. Here you cannot stretch the land like rubber. So limited land is there. And because of this limited land, we find that here the land use is very is more. आता कशासाठी यूज केला जातो? पहिला आहे कमर्शियल पर्पज. Now what is commercial? Some parts of the cities are only used for commercial purpose. In these areas, there are many shops, banks, offices. This has given rise to concept of central business district, CBD. For example, in Mumbai, the Fort area or the BKC, Bandra Kurla complex. आता ही जी एरिया ची नाव दिलेली आहे आपल्या ह्याच्यात, CBD बेलापूरला आहे, सेंट्रल बिझनेस डिस्ट्रिक्ट, isn't it? किंवा MBP आहे आपला, इथे आलं तर म्हापेला, while going towards तुर्भे, वाशी, MBP मिलेनियम बिझनेस पार्क, किंवा BKC बँड्रा कुर्ला कॉम्प्लेक्स. These cities, these are the areas where only commercial buildings are there. Offices are there, shops are there, banks are there, by government or private offices, big offices, they are there in those places. So that is a commercial land use. तिकडची जी जागा आहे ती कमर्शियल आपण याच्यासाठी वापरतो, व्यावसायिक क्षेत्र ज्याला म्हणतो आपण. दुकाने म्हणा, बँका म्हणा, कार्यालय म्हणा, यांचा समावेश इथे आहे, isn't it? Then the second is residential land use. Here the main land use is for residential purpose. In this area, houses and residential buildings are included. Since population is more in urban areas, residential land use have also increased. आता समजा तुम्ही जिथे राहत असाल, wherever you stay, example, there may not be as many as people, or there may be more population, so you may stay in a high rise building. जिथे तुम्ही राहत असाल तुमच्याकडे एखाद्या वेळेस 1+1+1 असेल छोटीशी चाळीमध्ये, किंवा तुम्ही एखाद्या बिल्डिंग मध्ये राहत असाल, सो दॅट एरिया इज यूज्ड फॉर ओनली रेसिडेन्शियल पर्पज. त्याला आपण मराठीमध्ये निवासी क्षेत्र असं म्हटले जातात. फक्त तिथे निवासस्थान असेल, लोकांची राहण्याची सोय वगैरे केलेली असते. The third is transport land. In urban areas, transportation facilities are important for movement of goods and people. For this purpose, different types of transportation facilities are found in cities like public bus stop, railway stations, metro, monorail, commercial vehicle, etc. In addition to this, number of private vehicles are also large. Hence, in cities, road, railway line, station, petrol pump, transport depot, and vehicle repair centers occupy a larger area. These are included in transport land use. आता शहरामध्ये ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन फॅसिलिटी ज्याला म्हणतो आपण, वाहतुकीची सुविधा ती उपलब्ध असते, कारण ती पाहिजे सुविधा. का तर शहरातील लोक आणि माल वाहून नेण्यासाठी, फॉर द मूवमेंट ऑफ पीपल ॲज वेल एज गुड्स, isn't it? So different facilities of transportations are there, like public bus stops are there, buses are there, railways are there, metro is there, commercial vehicles are there like buses and all, ट्रक्स और प्रायव्हेट व्हेकल्स. लोकांची स्वतःची दुचाकी वाहन किंवा चारचाकी वाहन पण असतील. 2-wheeler and 4-wheeler. Nowadays people they own for the transportation facilities. कि तो पब्लिक ट्रान्सपोर्ट में धक्का खाके कौन जाएगा. ट्रेन मध्ये किती गर्दी असते, बस मध्ये किती गर्दी असते, बसायला जागा होत नाही. एक एक तास आपल्याला उभं राहून जावे लागतात. मग त्याच्यासाठी लोक काय करतात, ते स्वतःची दुचाकी किंवा चारचाकी वाहन घेतात. त्याला आपण प्रायव्हेट व्हेकल म्हटलं. Means we call it as private vehicle because people they have their own vehicle, either 2-wheeler or 4-wheeler, isn't it? So in this way, the third land use is transport land in cities. Then the fourth is public utility. पब्लिक युटिलिटी म्हणजे सार्वजनिक सेवांच्या क्षेत्र. For the purpose of population, some services are provided by local governing bodies, state government, central government. These areas under the service comes under this category. Example: hospital, post office, police station, police ground, school, colleges, universities. So public utility, this is all people use, whether rich or poor. Everyone goes to hospital, everyone goes to school, everyone has to use post office. If there is dispute, they have to run to police station also. Colleges are there, universities are there. So we see that this type of public utility service area is also one of the land use in our city. These services diffuse the tension caused due to burgeoning population. ह्याच्यामुळे काय होतं की एवढी जी लोकसंख्याची जी ताण असते, पॉप्युलेशन इज देअर, त्याच्यामुळे ही सेवा आपल्याला खूप सारी सुविधा देतात. आता आपण बघायला गेलं तर ई सेवा केंद्र चालू आहे सरकारचं. नॉर्मली वी हॅव टू रन टू द either to तहसीलदार कार्यालय or to the government office. But nowadays for everything we can move on to e-seva kendra, electronic, because all are on the tip of your finger. Mobile is there, internet is there, so everything is online. So in the tip of your finger you can get the things done, and for that e-seva kendra has been started by the government. So now people don't have to rush to the government office, but they can easily go to e-seva and whatever they want, either they want death certificate, birth certificate, or something, means whatever the necessity certificates which we require, all that can be acquired or got from this e-seva kendra. So I think, Mansi, I will stop here.
Okay.
You are there today. So we have seen rural land use and urban, only three of them: commercial, residential, transport, and public utility. And then next lecture, I will start with the other part, and then we will have some questions also. Okay?
Okay. Teacher, can I show you the questions?
How will you show me?
By presenting.
Show me.
Teacher, first, can you stop the presenting the screen?
Okay, I have to stop the presentation of my screen.
Or shall I start?
Just a minute. If I stop presenting, will you be able to show?
Yes, miss.
Yes, Mansi, show me.
Yes. Should I camera should be in horizontal or vertical?
Whatever it is, you have written it. Hariom is there. Hariom didn't answer.
Screen is visible, madam?
Not yet.
Now?
I can see only this thing, icons.
Yes, just.
Okay, very good. How many questions I have given you? 9.
9.
Okay, very good. Okay. Okay, stop. Okay, goodbye.
Bye, miss.
Hmm.